Deacon went back home, y'all. He went back home, but I don't know if he's fully back home because the look on his face, then they showed Taylor thinking about him. I was like, yeah. I said, I don't know. I haven't seen no spoilers, so we'll see. But hey, y'all, welcome back to another review live Chesley for the Bottom Beautiful October 30th, 2025. First things first, let me know y'all thoughts on this episode down below. What y'all think? Did y'all like the episode? Hold on. Let me see if I can fix it this time because I didn't fix it for General Hospital. There we go. They just changed it, y'all. It's been a while since I did it full blown live. I think I got it. Only 20. Okay, there we go. Could they be talking crazy? But yeah. But yeah, what did y'all think of the episode? Let me know down below. Not too much happy, y'all. Same old same. They still talking about this doggone wedding. Sheila was still looking for Deacon or whatever. I thought for sure she was gonna go there and she was gonna see them kissing or something. But no, so far nothing, y'all. So far nothing. But on today's episode, we're gonna start with Hope and Liam. They were just talking about their wedding and the fact that she talked to Carter about it and everything, and how they need to find somebody to officiate the wedding because of course that'll be cruel to ask Carter to do it. Then he claimed like he over her. I said, yeah, I believe it when I see it. I believe it when I see it, Carter. But yeah, that's how they was talking about officiating the wedding. And they didn't know who would be the one to do it. So Beth wants to do it. Beth want to do it, and they was trying to tell her, she can't do it. She can't officiate. They had to actually get somebody to perform the ceremony and stuff. And she kept on and kept on. So they agreed to allow her to do it. I think they said something about getting somebody else to handle the paperwork or something like that. So I don't know how that's going to work because I thought, I thought it was a required, but this is a soap, so anything is possible. They watched her try on dresses and stuff like that. It was something else. What did they say? Something Hope said, and I said, see, y'all, look, if she just didn't want Thomas and Carter. Well, yeah, it was something she said. With Daphne and Carter, Daphne kept trying to talk to Carter, and he was distracted, so she wanted to know what was going on. So that's when he ends up revealing that Hope's engaged to Liam, and they getting married. And she was like, she had heard about it, but she didn't believe it because, people talk all the time at the office. I said, true that, true that. So she ends up asking him, how does he feel about it? Was it difficult to hear about the engagement? He's like, no, or whatever. And just, what they say when they be lying. That's when they be lying. I said, he partially lying. Because y'all know Carter move on fast. He move on fast. He fall fast. But yeah, he was like, he's moving on or whatever and stuff like that. And he want to find something like that. I said, no, you don't. I said, no, you don't want to find nothing like that. No. I said, maybe he meant because they always find their way back to each other. Other than that, I don't understand what you mean when you said, you want something like that. That ain't no good thing. He can't make up his mind. One day he want her, next day he wants Steffi. But yeah, then he started talking to her. He tried to kiss Daphne and she pulled away. And he's like, you really gonna make me work for it? I said, right, exactly. I said, now, but at the same time, now, when he was with Hope, you was full-blown kissing him and stuff. Now that he broken up from her, they ain't together, you want to make him work for it. You was willing to just give it out there, just throw it at him. But no, but now you want him to work for it. Ain't that crazy? Well, it ain't crazy, because he should work for it. He should prove himself and stuff like that she's the one he actually want. But yeah, what else? Did anything else happen with them? Daphne asked Carter about how does he feel. No, I think that was the only thing that happened with them. With Sheila, they showed Sheila, she was questioning the staff about where Deacon was. They didn't know where Deacon was. I was like, go to the Taylor office, But next thing you know, Lee came in. Lee was like, I was worried because you said that you would murder Taylor if she had anything going on with Deacon or whatever. She was like, just checking on her, trying to make sure she ain't crazy again, telling her how she's changed. She's worked too hard to get to these places. I said, shoot, Taylor was as good as dead. If she had anything going on with this, that's why she kept saying, my husband this and my husband that. If Taylor has anything going on with my husband, she was going to murder that girl. Or at least try, because they never successful. Or at least try. But yeah, she was just checking on her. She was reassuring her that Deacon loves her and stuff like that, and just encouraging her to keep trying and waiting and just be patient and allow him to, realize why he fell in love with her and all this other stuff. But yeah, I said Lee Bag said she can't stop thinking about what Sheila said about Taylor. Taylor and Deacon end up agreeing that them being in each other's arms is inappropriate. And that this is why I said, even though he's back home, it doesn't mean that he's back home. Not just because at the end of the episode they show his face like he didn't really want to be there. It's because when he was talking to Taylor, he like, are you saying that I should go back to her? Now they can encourage you and stuff like that, but he talking about something. Do you think I should go back home and all this other stuff? No, you supposed to make that decision. Not only that, he kept talking about some them and what's going on between them, and she was like, "It's not no me and you. There is no us or whatever." But then they showed her at the end of the episode, and she was thinking about him, how he was comforting her and stuff like that. So is that the beginning to the end, or what, or is that just the end? But yeah, they agreed that them being in each other's arms is inappropriate and it can't happen again. I already said Beth wants to marry Hope and Liam. Lee trying to make sure Sheila don't backtrack. Taylor told Deacon that there is no them. So he's like, so do you telling me to work things out with her or whatever? And then next thing you know, they show Sheila she's at the house and Deacon comes in. I was like, no. I said I was looking forward to see Sheila do something crazy. I was looking forward to her doing something need to happen because it's boring. But yeah, hold on. I almost forgot. Luna's still locked up, y'all. Luna's still locked up so far. But yeah, he was at home and she was happy. She ran to him. She was just hugging him, stuff like that. He was like, he's still hurt, but he's not ready to give up on their marriage just yet. And I said, Docky. Now, I like them together and stuff like that, but I think Crazy Sheila is entertaining. I think Luna, when she be acting crazy and stuff, I think that brings excitement to the show, too. But even though I like the fact that she locked up, because what she thought this was. But yeah, and he said, like I said, he said he's still hurt, but he's not ready to give up on their marriage. So she hugged him. They was hugging. But when they was hugging, hey, how you doing today? When they was hugging, they zoomed in on his face, and he was looking how they be looking when, I'm here, but I don't want to be here. Then they showed Taylor. She was thinking about Deacon and the fact that they was hugging and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't know, y'all. I haven't seen no spoilers. I don't know if they supposed to actually hook up or anything like that, so I can't tell you. That's all that happened. But yeah, what did y'all think of the episode? Let me know down below. Stay tuned for the next review. Until next time, do